Back before I was doing wire wrapping, I used to do a lot of wood and ceramic jewelry, and these are pieces where I painstakingly spent several hours drawing a design and trying to make it just right, and then I would send the design away to this lady who owned a very expensive laser cutting machine, and she would I'd send 1/8 inch thick wood, and she would cut these little designs. I would give her the drawing would be about like filling up a whole piece of paper, and then I'd say, I want this butterfly, but 1 inch or 1.5 inches 50 times, and then I'd pay her and she'd send me back these pieces, and they were just like so fun. And then I'd make little earrings and necklaces and stuff. Fortunately, I have hardly any of these left from this, what we were doing years ago. This is 2 different flowers I made to go on top of each other. So one looks like that, and the other one is just the outline, so it's kind of a 3D look. And then I glue them together. This is a design everyone has a different idea. Some people say it looks like a flame, some say it looks like a bird. I used to call it a dove wing. But these are the simplest, and even though I lost touch with that lady, like she started getting huge companies offering to work with her, and she didn't have time for little people anymore, but I found this other guy who was playing around with a laser cutting kit, and I managed to get him to cut me a ton of these little pieces. These are my little leaf, very simple leaf shape. And I have in 2 sizes here. This is 1 inch and this is 3/4 inch. So I'm gonna put these in I'm gonna be making a rustic kit along with the stone kits this week. That'll be out on Wednesday. I'm hoping to make some more stone kits, some with a lot of beads, and then also a rustic kit that has like deer antler pieces and wood pieces and leather and stone arrowheads and a lot of different earth tone beads, some leather cord and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna have fun with these guys right now and just show you. You can put these 2 together with some jump rings, or they can be 2 separate earrings. Here's another fun thing. These are square shell beads. They're all different pastel colors, but then I put them in a cup and I put a tiny bit of black spray paint and shook it up. So now it darkened the color of all of them kind of permanently. So they're still kind of cool colors, but they're like more dark and earth tony a little bit, or just spooky, smoky, like horror movie beads. If this is frightening you right now, just feel free to turn the screen off. Actually, you're probably more frightened by the fact the camera's not focusing. I'm getting frightened too. Okay, so another good thing is lava stone. Black lava stone is great for earth tone stuff. And this cherry red glass is kind of cool too. This camera wants to focus. There we go. So let's make ourselves some earrings. Of course, if you're going to do rustic, you have to do antique brass. You have to have the nice dark colors. Look at our antique brass wheel. Get some jump rings out. Have some fun here. You really don't need to do any wire. Well, a little bit. We'll do a little bit of wire in a minute. But first, let's put a jump ring on each one. And now, if we want these to connect, if you want 2 flat pieces like this to connect, you can do 1 jump ring if you can fit one that's not going to bunch it up and make it stuck. If you want them to swing regularly and you don't have a big enough jump ring, you don't do 2 jump rings. That'll turn one of them this way. You do 3 jump rings. So I think this medium-sized one fit kind of nicely right there. Yep. And then we'll take a teeny tiny one, put it in the middle. Oops. And I use my fingers and a pair of pliers. You can use 2 pair of pliers if these jump rings still hurt your fingers because you're very small and weak. But if you're advanced and you want to show off how strong you are, then, you know, sometimes I won't even use pliers. Sometimes I'll just, use my teeth and then just grab a bear cub and force him to use his teeth, and together we'll use our teeth and just open and close them. And then I deliver the bear cub back to the mother, and you'd think the mother would attack me, but I'm pretty scary myself, so she just asks me if it's okay if he doesn't have any more work to do, and I say, yeah, you can have him back now. It's just the way of the wild when you know how to talk to animals. Now we'll just do a bead stack with this antique brass. 20 or 18 will work. This happens to be 18. Just cut yourself a couple inches, stack the beads on it. Now this is a particularly long stack. This could be a pair of earrings just the way it is. Just make a loop and a loop and put the hook. These little ones could be earrings by themselves. These big ones, I have 3 pair of earrings here. But I'm gonna like stack them all together and make super long earrings. Now you wanna be careful. You don't want to wear super long earrings when you're hunting for bear or deer because they could get all caught in the brush while you're trying to climb through trees and stuff. But later on at home, after you show off your trophy, that's when you can put on the super long rustic earrings, and you can hold up your catch and, you know, brag about how awesome you are while also looking amazing in your super long rustic earrings that come down to your shoulders. So I made a little loop right here. I forgot to show you how to do it, but if you've been watching these videos, you see me make a ton of these little loops. But let's do the next one together. You want to cut a little bit less than ½ inch, a little bit less than a centimeter. And take your round nose, you bend it first, sorry, bend it like a right angle. Then take your round nose pliers, come up about 1/3 of the way on the pliers, and man, there we go. Roll it, reposition, roll it, and then come up to the tiniest part to finish it off because you want to make it nice and tight. When I say the tiniest part, I mean like up higher on your round nose pliers. And tuck it in real tight. Make sure the beads aren't sliding up and down. If they are, pull it back, roll it back out, cut it a little tighter, and roll it in a little bit tighter, and roll it a little more. And make sure they're straight, turn them from every angle. If they're a little bent, just adjust them, like that, bam. Now, these guys are set. You always want to look at the way your earrings are hanging. Like if they're hanging straight or if they're going sideways the way you don't want. That depends on your loops. You can bend your loop a quarter turn to fix that. You can add another jump ring to fix that. But just always pull them, stretch them out, pull them out completely, and make sure they're hanging exactly the way you want them to, unless they're earrings that look great from different angles and you don't care if they spin and whatnot, which tends to happen anyway, especially when you have a ton of dangly type stuff. So I just opened up that jump ring, stuck that on. I'm going to put the hook on there. And these will be super long rustic earrings for those people who want to show off after they capture their bear. You will not be allowed to purchase these on the Etsy site unless you can prove that you're a certified hunter and you have captured at least 3 bear. But if you can show photos of each of the 3 bear, and they're definitely different bear, not 3 photos of the same bear, don't try to get away with that again like last time, Susan, then you can, then you're free to purchase these earrings. Or you can make your own, or you can buy one of the kits on Wednesday and make all kinds of crazy stuff even better than this. Now, I thought these looked a little too long and a little too wild. Like I could do 3 different pairs of earrings by just separating them. But then I had someone try them on, and when someone with long hair wears them, they look really amazing, like Gypsy style, like really cool. So, in any case, you do what you want to do, but I'm enjoying these, and I think you guys should have fun and get some too, or make some.